Hey guys, I'm Pawan from howtothis.com and here is my first impression video of newly launched Honor 5X smartphone. The handset is available exclusively at Flipkart and this is the retail version. I bought it for my personal use and going to share a detailed review in coming days. Let's start with the unboxing right away. The box looks pretty neat with minimum detail printed. The sticker at the rear side got most of the prime details mentioned. Let's jump into the box right away. As you can see, the device is placed right at top, wrapped in this plastic covering. As per the size, it doesn't feel that heavy as I was expecting. Next is a booklet with SIM insert tools sticked at top. Inside, a quick start guide and warranty card is available with related details printed inside. Next is a travel charger with 5V 1A rating. The charging cable is using micro USB 2.0 port and it feels of average quality. That's all in the box and there are no headsets offered in the package. Let's have a look at the device itself. This is the device itself without any plastic coverings. The company has placed another plastic covering at rear side with details mentioned of related elements. Let's remove this too. The SAR value sticker is placed inside. Self-declaration details are printed on the body itself at the bottom like usual. These are the loudspeaker vents with two screws in between and the micro USB port. The brushed aluminum finish is nice and feels premium. At middle, fingerprint scanner is placed and above that a 13 megapixel shooter with LED flash is placed. The top holds the headphone jack and a mic. The top side at front holds bunch of sensors with selfie camera unit and an earpiece speaker. As you can see, a factory fitted screen protection is there. Volume rocker and power button keys are on the right side with nice texture pattern and good travel. There are no capacitive buttons at the bottom area, so I am expecting the on-screen navigation keys. The left side holds slot for 2 SIM cards, one nano and other micro, and a separate slot for storage expansion. Thankfully, Honor haven't offered a hybrid tray solution for storage expansion. Let's power up the device and see what's inside. It says Honor and powered by Android. The fingerprint scanner is placed at the perfect position where our index finger rests. The setup process is customized too, which starts with language selection followed by Wi-Fi connection prompt. I'll skip all these for now and boot into the home screen right away. FYI, the setup procedure is pretty simple. If you still have any issues, then let me know in the comment sections. Like most of the modern UIs, there is no app drawer as everything is placed at the home screen and side screens. I must say the UI is looking very lightweight, but there are some bloatwares. Let's jump into the settings to check the details. It says EMUI 3.1, which is the skin version. KIWL22 is the model number and it says 64-bit octa-core processor with 2GB of RAM. Android 5.1.1 Lollipop OS is used at the base. The settings area is completely customized, but it is still looking elegant and simple to use. Out of 16GB, approx 9.71 GB is available on the first boot and approx 0.92 GB of RAM is available out of the total 2 GB. The other competitors from China are already offering 3 GB of RAM, but Honor has to stick with 2 GB as it's offering a damn good build quality. Now, let me rewind the complete specification of the device for you. It starts with Snapdragon 615 chipset, 64-bit octa-core processor, Adreno 405 GPU, 2 GB of RAM, 16 GB of internal storage, expandable up to 128 GB, dual SIM card support, 5.5-inch IPS LCD display, Full HD resolution, Android 5.1.1 Lollipop OS with EMUI 3.1 skin, 13 megapixel rear camera with LED flash, 5 megapixel selfie camera with wide angle lens, 4 elements and an aperture of 2.4, 5 megapixel selfie camera with wide angle lens, 4 lens element and an aperture of 2.4, 4G LTE, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 4.1, GPS, FM radio and micro USB 2.0 port, and non-removable 3000 mAh battery is sealed inside. This is the music app which looks elegant. The dialer is looking simple too. The messages, contacts and dialer apps are integrated within, which is definitely going to be helpful. Here is the Google bundle of apps. The notification area is divided into two parts. First one consists of the notification itself with a helpful timeline and shortcut area, which is considering of quick toggles to switch on or off the options like Wi-Fi, sound, mobile data, etc. The EMUI has modified every application. As you can see, it has its own customized calculator and clock. The theme center is present with 3 options available out of the box and the one is already installed. So everything is lightweight and elegant so far. I guess this is one of the situations when I have to admit that this skin is both useful and good looking. Let's fire up the camera and see what it packs. Here, the application is looking inspired from iOS and you need to swipe to toggle between the available options. Photo, video and time-lapse video options are present with beauty and good food. I'll test all these in details and will post my final judgment in review later. Additional options are nicely arranged and the app is simple enough to understand from the first instance itself. This is the first picture I took recently and I'll call it decent enough. The camera isn't looking that awesome for now. A bunch of customization options are existing to help you edit the image further. This is all for now. The first impression of the device are impressive. The exterior is damn good for the price, but the performance has to be tested further because the device comes with just 2 GB of RAM. I'll test it out for both heavy and moderate usage. Thanks for watching this video. I'll be testing the device properly in coming days and will post a detailed review of the same here. So subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit like and share this video. You can find a detailed first impression of this smartphone at our website too. The link is in the description. Stay tuned.